Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to give me some likes, and make sure to give me a follow at Foresight23 on Instagram. And today, we are talking about my favorite Air Max shoe of all time, the Air Max 180. Originally came out in 1991 and was designed by Tinker Hatfield and Bruce Kilgore. You guys may all know Bruce Kilgore as the designer of the Air Force One. But in 1991, Tinker Hatfield and Bruce Kilgore combined their knowledges and ended up designing the Air 180, also called the Air Max 180. In 1991, it was called the Air 180. And the 180 degrees is, again, I know I talk about this shoe a lot, but it's the 180 degrees of air that you can see all around the shoe. When this shoe came out in 1991, Nike asked advertisement companies across the world to come up with ways of advertising this shoe. There was artists, there were ads in magazines, there were commercials, and there was artwork that was displayed in a worldwide launch of the Air Max 180 in 1991. Some of that artwork you could see on my t-shirt here, which is done by Ralph Steedman, who is an artist out of the United Kingdom. If you look up Ralph Steedman, the artist, you will see some amazing artwork that was done by him. But this is one of my favorite pieces that he's done, was the Air 180 bunny rabbit running away with the shoes on. I think it's a great t-shirt. This one I made, put my own little spin on it. I made this one myself because my original that I have behind me doesn't fit me anymore. If you look up Nike 180 commercials on YouTube, you will see each country's commercial for the worldwide launch of the Air Max 180 in 1991. Now this shoe has been retroed a few times. The one in my hand is the 2012-2013 Vintage Pack 180, which in my opinion is the closest to the original shape than the most recent one from 2018. And Nike, if you could do maybe a recraft of the Air 180 and give us the original shape with the original box, and comes with the pamphlet explaining all the technical specs of the Air 180, would be one amazing launch. And since everything nowadays sells out really quick, I don't think this shoe would have a problem selling out. So there is some great design specs that went along with this shoe. It actually did a fold out inside Sports Illustrated that showed you all the technical advances in this shoe and what it was used for and how it was going to impact your running. On the original 1991 version, this whole Air 180 was one full unit with a ginormous airbag, which they've kind of slimmed it down for the retros, but it'd be nice to see the original fat airbag come back as well. Over the years, Nike did lots of retros of the original colorways. My favorite original colorway is the ultramarine, but my second favorite 180 is the retro colorway designed by Opium, which is a store in Paris. This was made in 2006 when they did all those collaborations with sneaker stores and artists and graffiti artists. This one is my favorite, and when it came out, they did a kind of a launch similar to the worldwide launch that Nike did back in the day, but they did a launch at their store in Paris, and you had to get there early, and they had a package deal with a jacket. And man, when I first saw photos of these shoes, I fell in love. And this is the Air 180 Opium with that hint of neon green 180 degree Air Max bubble. The camouflage on the back was just crazy at the time. The neon green 180 logo, and a little hit right here that says Paris right on the insole. If you can see that, it says Paris. I just think this is an amazing shoe. And mine's still wearable, but I wouldn't mind this one to come back as a retro form, as I'm always worried that this is going to fall apart when I wear it. One of my favorite Air 180s ever created. So Nike, it'd be great to see a recraft of the Air 180 for the 30th anniversary.